champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
It's been a while since I've done a Schneider recieve choice style video. So thanks for being patient. One of the reasons why is because I needed some of this to grow back out and stuff like that. And I've been real busy. When you're home every night, the loads that I do, they're dropping hook on both ends, and so you don't really have any time. You know, I'm just going, and at the end of the day, I'm at the house. So I haven't had time. The last trucker rag chew I did, I went out to Charlotte. Y'all saw that. So anyways, so that's where I've been. But y'all been wanting to hear some more information about this, and so thanks for choosing to watch this video and watch my videos to you know, maybe help you make your decision. So I appreciate y'all for listening to me, and some of the others, you know, are out here too on YouTube. I don't want to name them off because I'll forget somebody and they'll be mad at me. Won't be the first person that's mad at me, but you know. So this video is about Schneider IC versus company driver. Not just Schneider company drivers, but any company driver. I've been with other companies. Believe it or not, people, just because you see me and all you've seen me do is haul orange trailers doesn't mean that that's all I've done. As a matter of fact, some of my first early trucker rag chews, I was hauling white trailers, you know, and red, white, and blue trailers, you know. They were anyways, I just love that, you know. That's another video. I'll have to do that. Being a company driver, not with just Schneider, anybody, you have someone dispatching you. If your truck breaks down, you don't have to worry about the cost of it breaking down. On the Schneider side, what I always do, if I had either truck break down or had a PM, a lot of times I got a loaner truck, just to stay busy for a couple days, which was always cool. I never did have to worry about loads, you know. I always had a dispatcher keeping me moving and stuff like that. And a lot of company drivers don't really see that as a luxury until you come out here and do the owner-operator side of it. Alright, and it is a luxury, and it's a luxury I miss, to be totally honest, because it's giving me gray hairs. It's a little bit stressful. Just the fact it's that extra thing on your mind. It's not like it's a hard thing. I can't do it. I can do it fine, but it's just another thing on your mind along with everything else. So I miss the luxuries of being a company driver. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, health care, you know, and stuff like that. Thanks to the liberal left and wanting to force everybody to have insurance, or they're going to pay a penalty, I have to find insurance, and it costs me more. Thank you, Obama. Thank you all, Nancy Pelosi and all the people who support them people. And I say people to be very polite. But those are things you have to worry about. You have to account for. And as a company driver, you don't have to account for all that stuff. You know? Because it's pretty much, you know, you have people working for you. You know, when you're a company driver. You know? You don't really look at it like that. But you have company, you got people working for you. Of course, you're working for them too. So it's a circle, you know. Now saying that, oh, you know, he must hate doing what he's doing, he's going to give it up. Let me just say this though, on the bright side of it, is that what I get to do, how I pick my loads allows me to be home every night. I get to run where I want to run. I run the way that I run. No one sits there and calls me and say, hey, when are you going to be coming back to work? No, it's nothing like that. Deadhead miles, you know, I control that, you know. If I'm, for instance, a few weeks ago, y'all saw a video, 310 to Yuma, where they had to load cancel on me. There's a video after that, load cancellation, where I got hacked off. I had a load coming out of California, coming back to Texas. That canceled on me, and I got stupid crazy. And I deadheaded back to El Paso, pick up a load, go back to Dallas. Yeah, I mean, if I was a company driver, I'm stuck on the West Coast, you know. I didn't want to get stuck on the West Coast. I had my plan to get back to Texas, and it canceled on me, and there was nothing else, and I didn't want to get stuck out there, so I just deadheaded El Paso and, you know, got back to Texas that way. You know, that's just, you know, what I can do. No one says a thing. I get the bill on that. I get the bill. No one else does. I'm paying for the fuel. I could deadhead from LA to New York if I wanted to. Because it's my fuel that I'm buying. It's no one else's but mine. So if I'm dumb enough to do that, I'll do it. I think more drivers, company drivers, didn't understand that than what owner-operators that know that feeling of, you know what, I've got the freedom to do that, I'm going to do that. The owner-operators understood the reason why I did it. Company drivers like, oh, you're stupid. Why'd you do that? You're stupid for doing that, you know? But that's what I get to do. It's my choice. I can either do this or do that, and I just choose to do what I want to do. And from what I get home every day, when I do go out of my area, it's where I want to go. Usually it's like in Georgia or in Arizona. I don't really go north of I-40 hardly any. You know, I draw a line I-40 and I stay south of it, you know. And that's my choice. I get to do that. It's fun to do, you know. Speed limit wise, I usually run about 65, 66 mile an hour. Sometimes a little slower. It just depends on the weight of how much I'm hauling. If I'm hauling 45,000 pounds, I'm going to do 65 at the most. But y'all know, y'all see those trucks, you know, driving up and down the highway. You know, one's trying to pass the other. The one in the right lane won't back out of it, you know, because he's, you know, a douchebag. You know, you don't want to be courteous to back out of it, right? So they're drag racing, you know. I don't have that problem, because once I get in the hammer lane, I'm going to hammer on it to get around someone real fast. I didn't have that luxury as a company driver, you know. 65 is all my truck could do, and that's all fine and dandy. And I never did like keep it on 65. I just kept the cruise on about 60, and I did fine with it. And a lot of y'all are thinking, oh, company drivers don't make much money doing 60 mile an hour. You know, you can say what you want to, but $70,000 a year driving 60 mile an hour, you know, how many of y'all can do that? You know, I did it quite often. So, you know, but doing this, when I compare the two, if Masonite never did close, end its relationship with Schneider, I think I would have still been doing that. I think I would have. And if that opportunity arose again to be with Masonite, I would probably choose that over this. But when it comes to most anything else, I like doing this because I get home every night. I go to the gym. I'm getting healthy. You know, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Sleep in my own bed, take my own showers. I haven't taken a shower at the Flying J in 3 weeks. I mean, since the last time I was out on the road was when I went out there to Charlotte. You know, when I went out to North Carolina, that was the last time I took a road trip out. And so, when you ask for my advice, okay, Ike, what do I do? Well, I mean, this is what I want to do. I want to be home guaranteed every single weekend. Well, guess what? Starting off, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to be home every single weekend. once you find your loads, right, you could get your groove and you can be home as much as you could afford to be, at the house. It's all about how much you could afford to be at the house. You got to look at it like that. Tell people what you want to make every single week. Gross revenue is nothing below 3,500. You're doing pretty good. Okay, you can do 3,000 revenue, but you don't want to do that too often. You know what I'm saying? You could be home every week. If you can make 3,500 minimum, you're doing pretty good. Most guys making, that stay out, they're making between 4 and 5 on a regular basis. And that's pretty good revenue, I would think. Some guys make more, but on average, between 4 and 5. 3,500 if you want to be home every week. Myself, way I've got it set up, if I want to take a 2-day weekend, usually I'm at about 32. If I just take a 34 at the house, I'm at about 35. So, and that works good for me. People are not going to like everything that I do. That's the root, but I'm doing it. It don't mean you have to do it. And if you're comfortable being a company driver, and the only reason why you want to be out here IC is because you have a choice, you got a freedom, you got a fast truck, then I highly recommend you stay a company driver, because having fast trucks, picking loads can be overrated. It can be overrated. Fast trucks, I've had fast trucks. I've driven fast back when fuel prices were way low and no one really gave a darn. Back when speed limits were 55 around here, and you're doing 90, 90, 95. Fast trucks are overrated, especially these days. Okay, you can't get in here because you want a fast truck. I mean, that's just, you're in it for the wrong reasons. So when it comes to what you want to do, it's all about what you want to do. What works for me may not work for you, and I've almost said that in every single video that I've done when it has to do with these IC stuff. A lot of y'all have asked me, what loads look like. If you're at Schneider, you're going to see those same loads in your same area. If you're on a system. So whatever you're doing as a company driver, well, those are the type of loads you're going to see as an IC. Those are the same ones. Let's see what else. I've got a lot of questions about, the types of trucks. I have, maybe a lot of y'all have bad credit, stuff like that. That's a lot of, y'all looking at how much down payment and all that. I can't answer stuff like that, because I just can't. But I can tell you, I can give you my representative at Schneider Finance, Brad Bowman, and write him an email and tell him your situation and all that, and he'll go from there. He's my representative, worked well with me, and everything. I didn't have to have a down payment on my truck, and I've only leased this truck for a year, just to see if I like it or not. And by April, I'll figure out if I want to upgrade or keep this truck, or if I just want to go back to a company driver. I'm not really for sure yet. Like I said, when you're in the industry long enough, titles don't mean as much. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm an owner-operator. Oh, I'm just a company. Oh, I'm this, that. Titles don't mean jack when it comes to paying your bills and you being happy. Don't let other drivers steer you the way you don't want to go, but you want to be keeping up with the Joneses, okay? You experienced drivers, don't fall into that trap. Y'all should know better. And rookies, The thing that I always try to is, don't worry about what other people say. We trash talk each other all day long, but at the end of the day, you're in this industry for you. Not me, not anyone else. Okay? Hey, we'll talk to y'all later. 73.